P. Madhara, lecturer in physics, in continuation of our video lectures, current electricity part 4. In this session, we are going to discuss about the meter bridge and potentiometer. Now, in this meter bridge is used to compare the resistances or to find out the unknown resistance of the wire in a given circuit. So, this meter bridge works on the principle of Wheatstone's bridge. Wheatstone's bridge is P by Q is equal to R by S is the condition for Wheatstone's bridge. Now, in this meter bridge works on the principle of Wheatstone's bridge. Now, what it consists of? It consists of two L metal strips attached here to a wooden plank of 1 meter length. Here, AB is the wire, constant anywhere or manganese are connected, and to these gaps X and R, one to the two terminals here, a resistance box is connected, and to this unknown resistance is connected. To ends of the L-shaped or other ends are connected to a battery through key. Now, how to perform the experiment means here by closing the key, then circuit will be on, current passes through the circuit, and take out some resistance from the resistance box, some known resistance, say 1 ohm, 2 ohms like that. Then correspondingly here this is terminal D, a galvanometer and jockey is connected. When you take out some resistance from this and you put the jockey along the wire, at different points you touch the jockey along the wire. At one particular point what happens, with current the galvanometer shows zero deflection. That is called balancing length. So when the bridge is balanced means no current passes through galvanometer. The same condition is applied here. No current passes through galvanometer. So thereby that is called balancing length. Total length is 100 centimeters. Here besides this there is a scale is attached here to take the reading. Now this is L1. Remaining length will be 100 minus L1. Now as I told you, this works on the principle of Wheatstone's bridge. This resistance by this resistance is equal to this resistance by this resistance. As you know, resistance is directly proportional to length of the wire. So here this resistance by this length we can write X by L1 is equal to this resistance by this length 100 minus L1. So X you can determine, X is equal to RL1 by 100 minus L1. If you know balancing length and R resistance, we can determine X unknown value of the resistance. So the experiment is repeated for different resistances, say 1, 2, 3 ohms like that. Then we can find out the X value. Unknown resistance value you can determine. Then R is equal to rho L by you have one formula. From this also you can find out the specific resistance. Suppose X is the unknown resistance, X you substitute here, rho, L is the length of the wire. Take out this resistance, the wire, and measure the length of the wire. You can take length of the wire. And area of cross section also you can measure with the help of screw gauge. That is diameter you can determine. For the help of diameter you can find out area of cross section. And rho value, the specific resistance of a given wire, can be determined with this help of this experiment. Okay, this is about the meter bridge experiment. Okay, now next we have potentiometer. Potentiometer is a very accurate instrument for the measuring the EMF of a cell and also to find the potential difference between the 2 points in electric circuit. Now here V is equal to I rho L, variation of potential difference with respect to length like. Now here when a constant current is passed through a uniform cross section, the potential difference across any portion of the wire is directly proportional to length of that portion. That means what? Suppose you have a wire here, you have a battery. Now this battery is 1.5 volts. If you measure at different points, potential will be different. Okay, according to length it varies. At the end if we calculate it will be 1.5 volts. So that is potential gradient, variation of potential with respect to distance. Potential gradient we call it as V is equal to I rho L is the formula. Now here in this the fall in potential per unit length of the wire is called potential gradient. variation of potential with respect to distance. Now this is potentiometer. You have a set of wires here connected to the wooden one, like here, four arranged set of wires. This arrangement AB is potentiometer arrangement. You have a wires here. Now to the terminals of the potentiometer wire, a battery key K1 and rheostat connected in series to the primary circuit. In the secondary circuit, two cells are connected here. The positive terminal of the cells are connected to A, and through K key 2 and a galvanometer is connected, galvanometer to jockey. Now here in this experiment, what you will do is, we want to compare the EMF of two cells. You know, first K1 is closed, K2 is a two-way key. Two-way key means what here? If you press this side, E1 side, it will be on, the other side will be off. If you press E2 side, E1 will be off, like that. Now first what you have to do is, key K1 is closed, K2 is closed towards E1, K2 is closed towards E1. So E1 is proportional to L1, balancing length is proportional to L1 with current. If you move the wire along this AB potentiometer wire here, this between the lengths, at one particular point you will get balancing length. So E1 is proportional to KL1 and E2 proportional to E is equal to KL1, E1 is equal to, you can write KL1, E2 is equal to KL2. E1 by E2 is equal to, what do you have? L1 by L2. By knowing the balancing lengths, we can compare the EMF of two cells. This is first first part. Next, second one is to find the internal resistance of a cell. Now you have to make a little change here in this diagram. Little change you have to take here. Here you have a cell, it's connected here. You have a resistance box down, key K2. Same arrangement, here EMF K2. Now first case, what you have to do is to find the internal resistance of cell. Here cell is giving EMF here. The battery is connected here, where you have to find out the EMF of internal resistance of the cell you need to find. Now first K1 is closed, then correspondingly the current passes through cell. This is K2 is open, so current passes through the cell galvanometer, and AJ is the balancing length here. Now here we can write E proportional to L1, or E is equal to KL1 we can write. In the second case, both K1, K2 are closed, and by taking out some resistance from the resistance box, again we need to find out balancing length. And that is at one point, you move the jockey along the wire at different points. At one particular point you will get zero deflection with current. That is called balancing point. AJ, that is again your length is determined here. So that is V proportional to L2, or V is equal to KL2. If you divide these two, what you get? E by V is equal to L1 by L2. What is E? Internal resistance included first case. E is equal to I into R plus R into L1. V is equal to IR by L2. Now if you write this here, dividing 1 plus R by R is equal to L1 by L2, or R by R is equal to L1 minus L2 minus 1. Otherwise you can find out internal resistance by using the formula R is equal to L1 by L2 minus L1 by L2 minus 1 into R. So for different resistances you will be taking out here. but in all the cases internal resistance will be same only. So this is the comparison of the EMF of two cells, comparison of EMF of two cells first case, second case to find the internal resistance of a cell. These two explain. Okay, thank you.